Welcome back to 710 Garage. I'm Jeremy, this is 710, and this is my shop. So, what we plan to do tonight is I got something new to show you. We're going to work on it a little bit, and we got a new project in here we're going to review. It'll be a quick video, but yeah, it's something, right? Anyways, so everybody on here knows that I had a 2022, or 21, the 21 F350 Lariat, and the truck was great. It was, you know, everything that I could have wanted other than not being able to pull a lot. Now, I was driving the other day and this weird light came on the dash. I'll insert it here. So this light came on, I had no idea what it meant, and yeah, it made me a little bit nervous. So what did I do? We upgraded. Just kidding, everybody. Anyways, I get rid of these trucks all the time. So yeah, just so happened that the change oil light came on exactly when I was headed down to pick this thing up. So this here is a 2022 F350, and it's the dually, as you can tell. This thing will pull 37,000 pounds, which is absolutely perfect for some of the stuff we have coming up on the channel. And it just so happened that somebody ordered it and didn't want it, I guess, when it came in or whatever. Couldn't get it, whatever happened, I don't know. So I got a guy at the dealer that treats me really well. He ended up calling me saying, hey, this thing's here. If you're interested, come down and take a peek. So we went down and made a deal. Now this thing is just an XLT, so it doesn't have the leather interior and all that other stuff, but that's okay. I did throw in my floor mats out of the, I don't know, past 5 trucks that I've had. They fit in all these as the cab is the exact same, 150, 250, 350, whatever it is. So I threw those in. I did the Raptor steering wheel swap already. Same thing we did in the last Super Duty we had. I did the little wiring harness that lets these headlights right here. There's a little light in this side marker. That comes on only to like 2 or 5 miles an hour. I don't know which one. Anyways, the little harness lets it come on anytime you turn the button on. So that's nice. Threw the tonneau cover on that I've had sitting around and installed the hooks in the bed for the Ford Link system and the gooseneck cover. So all that being said, we're doing all right, I suppose. Now, I need to get the kid seats thrown in tonight and get all those latched in and ready to go. I also absolutely despise this front chin splitter here. That thing is 9 inches tall right here of black plastic, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna cut it down so it's a little bit shorter, and hopefully that'll make me not really hate the front end that bad. And then the next thing I wanna do is the side steps here. These side steps hang quite a bit down from the cab, as you can tell. And since it's the same cab as the 150 running boards go on it. So I had a set of those. We're going to swap the brackets from the 150 steps onto these so they tuck up into the body a little bit tighter. And hopefully that'll improve the look for me just that much more. Now, a lot of guys are saying that this thing sits really high back here compared to the front. And while it does look that way, I measured it out earlier and it's only about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, which is way smaller than I thought just by, you know, looking at it. So the front would need to go up about 1 inch to make it level with the rear. And yeah, I guess then the tires would be small and everything else. I wanted to reverse level it, which is lower the rear down to make it level with the front, but there's no block under the back. This thing has, I don't know, one of the biggest axles I've seen on a 1-ton to date. And yeah, usually they have a little block in them. It's like 1.5 inch or 2 inch block. This does not have it at all. So I can't do that to lower it. So we're stuck here for right now. So all that being said, the next project in the shop right here. Yet again, another bagged dually Dodge. So this thing has, I don't even know what front control arms on it. The bags hit the coil bucket right here a little bit, so we need to massage that. There's some welding in the back that needs to be done. It looks like only a root pass was done on everything back here, so we need to fix that. He wants this mount right here, which hangs the carrier bearing for the drive shaft. You can see it right here at my finger. He wants that remade so the bearing goes on the bottom instead of on the top. And oh, then the big job. Now he wants me to try and figure out how to do a rack and pinion on the front of this instead of this whole steering linkage. So yeah, that'll be in here for a little bit, but that is not our project tonight. I told him I wasn't starting on it for a little bit because I knew this was coming. So yeah, enough talking. Let's get going. Okay, so as you saw there, I had this little small piece of 4x4 wood and a white China marker. So all I did was line this up on the bottom of the bumper and trace underneath it. So that should leave us 3.5 inches here. And then by doing that, I was able to keep kind of where that goes up, as you can see on the bottom. And then I just took our battery grinder and zipped it off. So that is the piece that is now no longer with the truck. That can go in the trash. And what I'm going to do now to clean up the edge is I had this scrap piece of aluminum, and I'm going to put some sandpaper on it like this, and I'll just kind of go over the edge and get out any little high spots so it looks a little bit uniform, and hopefully that'll look a little better. So let's get to it. So now that we have that chin splitter or spoiler done, we're gonna move to the side step. So this is a before here. You can see that there's that large gap between the door and the step. Now it does say Super Duty in there, but again, they just hang way too far down for me. So what I did on this side, just to test it out, was I went ahead and put the F350 bracket on. Now you can see it's real tight up to the door there, and in my opinion that looks a hell of a lot better. So let's try and get a different angle of it. But you can see it's nicely tucked up there right underneath the door. And then if we jump over to this side here, you can see that large gap. Now again, that large gap may be nice to get in and out of, but it's not the look that we want, so that's why we're pulling it off. All I had to do, let me go here. All I had to do this was, there's 4 bolts here that go into the back of the cab. So they only have 3 bolts, as you can see on this bracket. We had 1, 2, and this top one. And then there's 2 bolts here that go in underneath. And this right here is the Super Duty bracket. You can see just how much taller it is right here in this area instead of right there. So that's what we're changing, and that's what we need to do. Now, when we get the step off, there's this little splash guard here. That's the piece that says Super Duty in it, and it just comes with all these little push clips. So you pop those out, and then that comes off the back of the step, and then the step can now go on to these much shorter brackets. So I will clean this off, but let me get this one off of here, and I'll get it up there on the back of the truck, and I'll show you what we're doing. All right, so the GoPro deleted the audio on the outro, so here we are a couple days later shooting it. So we got the chin splitter cut, we got the steering wheel in, we got the floor mats in, we got the bed hooks in, we got the gooseneck covers on, and we got the new running boards down on it. So a couple other things that I plan to do to it are maybe some wheels and tires, and yeah, maybe a little leveling kit. I wanted to go down, but it's not as easy as just putting a level in the front and bringing the front end up. So that's probably what we're gonna end up doing. Anyways, that's as far as we're going in this video with the truck. So far, the thing's been great. I shot the video first day I got it, I think, brought it home, parked it, and then now we're a couple days later. So I haven't had a ton of miles on it yet, but I do enjoy it very much. So I would like to do a shout out. Let's shout out today to Tough Duck. They're the ones who supply all the bib coveralls, the masks, everything that I wear, the boots, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys need good outerwear that's gonna last, it's not that cheap junk that falls apart after a couple times in the wash, toughduck.com is where you wanna find it. Make sure you tell them 710 sent you. Anywho, appreciate you guys getting this far in the video. And hey, like always, we'll catch you on the next one. Do stuff!